Good morning. I had to go take an early morning dump, and I wasn't really planning on getting up this early because it's still pretty gloomy outside, and I was hoping the sun would come up. Since I'm already up in the belt, I may as well go look for brass. My scooter here, fairly low on gas. I maybe got a half tank. Alright, I just got to the pits and I was heading over to my spot over there where that target is. I got distracted because I found brass. So I just turned my scooter around and I picked up some, or I'm gonna pick up this. What is this? This is 338 again. That stuff that wasn't here last week, and I think I passed some more here. Yes, look at that. This is awesome. This is what I want. This is why I do this. Cool. Okay, I'm close to the target. I expected to find a lot more, but all I found so far was this one. That's a 7mm. I was expecting to find more in this area, but or at least down closer to here, but I didn't find anything, just except for this. Alright, so that's my haul from this area. It's mainly 338 and 308. There's also a 7mm in there. There might be something else, I forget. So that's pretty cool. It was a nice haul early on, but on the way to Woodridge, I can stop by pit number 3 briefly and see if I find anything. And that's where the bears tend to hang out, so. At least I got my my machete on me and I got my starter pistol, so. If I see any bears, I'll try to film it and I'll try to stay alive. I also picked up 4 beer cans, so money. 4 beer cans and all this. I'm pretty happy so far. Alright, I'm at site number 3. This is where I find bear tracks fairly frequently, so to keep an eye out, I guess, and be careful. I don't think I've ever found a piece of brass ore there ever, so I'm not even going to attempt to get my feet wet. Get all wet and muddy, just well, likely be nothing. There's targets over there, but they've been there for a long time, and I haven't found anything over there. Over there is where I find the brass typically, so it's not worth my time. But I do see large dog-like prints, and that's fresh from last night. And they've been going all the way into there. I don't know if you can see that, going all the way over there. There has been reports of wolf around Sandylands, and I did see a coyote before, not terribly far away. But I'm gonna make my way this way and see if I can find anything at all. And if not, I'm gonna head out to Woodridge, and there was nothing. So I'm gonna head back out. It is still worth stopping by because it's on the way. I'm gonna head out that way. So I parked on the side of the trail because I saw a lawn chair in the woods, so I just decided to take a little tour. This is my favorite type of woods, like the piney woods like that. And it's not as easy to get snuck up on by bear and stuff like that. You can see anything you want to see. It's really cool. Just want to take a little bit of a walk in the woods, not too far, but just to see what's out here. I saw that lawn chair, and you know, I figured why not? There must be a reason why people come out here. It's just kind of cool to take a little walk in the woods, you know, as long as you keep an eye out because you never know what's out here. Continue on my trek. I'm not far from the highway, so I'm probably gonna have to put my my machete away pretty soon. Otherwise, you know, don't want to accidentally walk into the gas station with a machete that might call cops or something. But yeah, this is the reason why I saw it. I saw this. Looks like a broken lawn chair. And that's why I came out here, just to see what the hell's going on. So I picked up $1.80 worth of beer cans. Every time he goes for a walk out here, it seems like he's doing it for the first time. Like he's so eager and excited to go and curious on everything. As long as he's happy. Right, Bosco? Bosco, here, say hi to the camera. No? As long as I can pick up an equal amount of beer cans within the next week, I paid for my gas for the week. So that's pretty good. The brass wasn't completely abundant. I found some good stuff, but I would have liked a lot more. But what can you do, right? It's near the end of September, so people are going to be going shooting less, I guess, as it gets colder. They're not too eager to go out in the cold. Just shoot for fun, I guess. But that's fine. I'm gonna go in, make some pierogies and maybe some eggs, and watch a movie. Alright, it's about 3:30 in the afternoon. I had a little bit of a rest, watched the movie, and I'm going to head out and to the first shooting pit near me here, and I'm gonna see what I find there. Just warming up the scooter. I personally feel a scooter like this with those thick tires is underrated off-road slash bug out vehicle, I guess. These pits early in the year were very active. I always picked up a lot of good stuff, but lately, not so much. Parked the scooter over there, and yeah, this place is completely dead as far as brass goes. Not even a hint of sparkle metal lying around. There's nothing around. And yeah, it's just nice to get out of the house and go for a little walk. And when I get back, it'll be all work from here on to the end of the night. So I may as well enjoy myself right now and try to discover some new stuff. I'm just making sure my chainsaw is ready for the winter. I picked up some different fuel for it, so I wanted to make sure it seems to be okay, so happy with that. She runs pretty good. Needs a little bit of work, but I'll keep picking at it, make some adjustments to the thing to make sure it's perfect for the winter. It's gonna be a long winter, it's gonna be cold, so I'm gonna need a lot of wood. So far I got eggs and fish made, and a little more fish right here with some seasoning. It's gonna be great. My brother will be back pretty soon, so I expect him to go straight to bed because he has to work again tomorrow morning. You hear that? The neighbors next door, they're launching fireworks. It's okay, Bosco. It's okay. Bosco's freaking out. Well, good morning. It's been raining all night. Still raining. Not hard, it just, I mean, it makes it so I don't want to go outside really too much. So I'm just making some coffee right now, and then I'm going to be doing some work around the camper. You know, I got nothing else to do today. Still raining. Pretty bad. It's not very nice outside. It's not terribly cold, it's just raining, and I don't even want to take Bosco for a walk. I know he wants to, but he doesn't like the rain too much, but he wants to go for a walk more than he hates the rain. I'll just consider this a work day and do some work around that my camper area. It's raining pretty hard, and the camper is perfectly dry. At least that's something I don't have to worry about. At least I can go outside the camper and work around this area with my tools. I got some tools here and stuff. It makes it a little bit more pleasant to be out here, I guess. I don't have to be confined to just the camper. At least I can go in this area and do something. So it helps out when it's raining, and it'll help out even more in the winter time. Okay, so it's pretty obvious I'm not gonna collect any more brass this weekend. So this is what I picked up this weekend. I'm gonna toss it into my September pile. This is what I found through the whole month of September. That's it. This whole thing is full. That's all the brass I picked up throughout September. There's a lot of good stuff in there. And these are the live rounds I picked up. I got 11 22s. I got a Struck, a 12 gauge. The primer's been hit, but it hasn't been fired. And I got a 7mm round. Hasn't been. It's just been dropped. So cool. Well, still raining. We're closing on noon, and I haven't did a whole lot today. Insulated my cabin area, and I'm just outside looking at Bosco. As you can see, he's got a pretty large circumference where he can run around. Including pee on this thing. Oh, I thought he was gonna pee on it. A couple weeks ago, I installed this thing. We got Bosco tied to this cable, and this cable connects to the tree in case something breaks here. You know, never know. Something could happen. I like to have a backup of everything. He likes the house. But yeah, that swivel thing I put in a couple weeks ago, and it works really good. This was the alternative before. We already broke one, and this one is bending pretty bad, so we got rid of it. That system, screw that. That one's a lot better. I don't think he really cares, but he's more secure. Right, Bosco? Right? Sit. Good boy. He's a good boy, sometimes. As you can see, I picked up a good amount of wood cutting tools. I got a chainsaw, I got a splitter, I got a bunch of axes, and I got a little handsaw. Well, here we are at the mid-afternoon. Still raining. Raining harder than ever. Let me go outside and check up on Bosco, make sure he's okay. Hi! Hi, Bosco. Okay? Bosco, good boy? Hi. Oh, you're a little wet. You go inside. Oh. He spends all his time outside when it's raining. And then he gets all wet. Why? He is dry inside there. It's just that he tends to stay outside a lot. Right? You a wet dog? You a wet dog. Alright. I'm going to take him inside with me for now. And let him dry up a little bit. He's got a perfectly dry house in there, but he sleeps outside a lot of times. He gets soaked. I don't know why he does that. Doesn't understand the concept, I guess. But here, let's go. Let's go inside, Bosco. Let's go inside. He's a pretty good dog. He's fairly well behaved. He can be annoying. He can be a little poop face, but he's a pretty good dog. Very alert. He's a very good guard dog, believe it or not. He will growl and snap at strangers that may come in the yard. I know, Bosco. We're going inside. We're going inside where it's dry. He knows the way. Let's go. Good boy. All right, I'm gonna try to fry an egg with a little custom stove I'm gonna makeshift. Let's see how it works. For this, I'm gonna use a roll of toilet paper, frying pan, I guess some pepper, matches, a cutout can. Of course, I got my egg, some alcohol. I removed the cardboard from the toilet paper roll, and I'll stuff that into the can. All right, perfect. The alcohol and soak up the toilet paper. That should be lots. All right, I got my egg ready in the pan. And all I gotta do now is light this on fire. Perfect. So I'm going to use the spatula and flip the egg over and cook the other side for another 30 seconds or so, and we should be good. Doesn't take very long at all to cook an egg. That's why I'm just holding it. Alright, now we have one perfectly cooked egg. For this project, I just used an aluminum can, which isn't the best thing to use really, but it does work in the pinch. If I need to cook food or get quick heat, it's something I can use. I can bring that inside and have a nice little heat source in case the power goes out. As you can see, it's not very hot to touch, at least the bottom part of the can. Nice little heater or light source or way to cook food. It's giving off quite a bit of heat. Just make sure you got a fire extinguisher nearby and be safe about it, and it should be fine. With that screen door, I got pretty good ventilation, so I'm gonna let it burn for a while and see how well it worked. Here's a 1 hour update. The can was getting pretty hot, so I put it on a frying pan. I'm gonna keep a couple cans for the winter just in case something happens and the power goes out and I have no heat. Because I'm relying solely right now on electric heat. I do have propane capabilities, but I don't want to use it. Well, it's about 7:30 p.m. and it's actually not rainy right now. Not even a drizzle. It's probably the first time it stopped raining since mid-Saturday. I'm just gonna kind of kill time, watch some DVDs or whatever, and maybe make something to eat and slowly get to bed. I'm pretty much exhausted. I did a lot today, really. It's a pretty good learning experience to be out here when the weather is pretty bad outside, because it forces you to be creative, to figure out something else to do. When I don't have cable, I don't have internet, I don't have cell phone access. It forces you to do other things to keep yourself entertained, which is fine. Being cooped up in there over the past couple of days and even last weekend, it's gonna pretty much prepare me for winter.